no matter what we say about Ja Morant, it pales into comparison to what we should be saying about Conor McGregor. You know this, brother, don't you? Conor McGregor of the UFC. Conor McGregor, in case you haven't heard the news, he's been accused of sexual assault. Again! McGregor has been accused of sexual assault 4 previous times, albeit all outside of the United States of America. As it pertains to this specific incident, according to the reports, he was accused of sexually assaulting a woman during Game 4 of the NBA Finals game last week in Miami, according to legal letters obtained Thursday by ESPN. The woman said McGregor forced himself on her inside a VIP men's bathroom at the Casilla Center and that McGregor, quote, aggressively kissed her before also attempting to force her into multiple sexual acts. The woman is also accused of Miami Heat and NBA security and aiding in the attack by separating her from her friend and forcing her into the bathroom. McGregor is 34 years of age, categorically denies the allegations through his attorney, Barbara Yanis, I believe, who has said, quote, Mr. McGregor will not be intimidated. Attorney Ariel Mitchell, who's representing the woman, wrote in the letter to McGregor that the woman immediately contacted law enforcement and her law firm after the alleged attack. Mitchell also sent letters to the Heat and the NBA. There you have it. By the way, I talked about the 4 previous times McGregor has been accused of sexual assault outside of the United States. An assault in December 2018 by a woman in Dublin, Ireland, allegedly assaulting another woman outside a Dublin bar in 2019, and was accused of exposing himself to a woman inside a bar on a French island of Corsica. He has not faced any legal punishment, and one case was dropped. I don't know any of the details. It's irresponsible to cast guilt or innocence on Conor McGregor. Yet in this country, you can say you are innocent until proven guilty. I know a lot of people want to avoid that. That's actually a legal fact. You're innocent until proven guilty. He has not been proven guilty. He has denied these allegations. He said there's no truth to it. Not to mention the fact that the woman who was talking about being forcibly approached by Conor McGregor is also seen on video holding hands with him and walking into the bathroom. And according to my extraordinary producers here, her story, once the video came out, is different than the story she told prior to learning that there was a video out. That's not what I'm here to discuss. I'm here to discuss this right here, okay? Because it's very, very important that everybody sees this. Do you remember when Conor McGregor fought Donald Cowboy Cerrone? That was January 18th, 2020. I was at that fight. Lasted 40 seconds. Cowboy Cerrone looked like a deer in headlights. He looked petrified. Not even a Conor McGregor, just at the moment, the bright lights. He just looked petrified. He just did. I looked at it and I said, look, Joe Rogan, I don't know MMA like you do. I'm not no expert like you are. I get it, but I damn sure know a deer in headlights when I see one. And I'm looking at one right there. That's what that Cowboy Cerrone looked like that night. He later came out and admitted it. Nate Diaz backed me because he thought I was perfectly within my right to say what I say, or even though I wasn't an aficionado, and I'm not an aficionado with MMA. Point is, Cowboy Cerrone looked petrified. Conor McGregor won that fight. Do y'all know, as I'm looking here, that is the only fight that Conor McGregor has won in any realm since knocking out Eddie Alvarez on November 12th, 2016, which is also a fight I attended. Conor McGregor has one win in 7 years. Nearly 7 years. Got one win. Now, at some point in time, you got to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, Conor McGregor, why are you in this? Because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Conor McGregor, the fighter. I'm a fan of Conor McGregor, the marketer. Hell, he got me wanting to drink proper 12. Okay? Let me give his label some shine. I got it. Okay? But here's the reality. Do you have any of that? And I hope Conor McGregor that you're listening, because I'm not attaching guilt or innocence. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm only giving facts here. Do you realize that you have more allegations of sexual assault against you in the last 7 years than you do wins? Let me repeat that. Conor McGregor has more accusations of sexual assault against him than wins in 7 years. At some point in time, we're going to have to ask ourselves, when are we going to have enough of Conor McGregor? When he fights Michael Chandler soon, that to me is a mega fight, because I think somebody get knocked out. Conor can knock out Chandler, but Chandler might knock him out too. That's really a pick'em to me. It really, really is, even though I sort of lean towards Conor because I think he's a sharper striker. That's just me, but Michael Chandler's no joke. But let me tell you something. I mean, damn. You've got more accusations of sexual misconduct or sexual assault than you do wins. If you want to retire, retire. You made money hand over foot. You lost your edge. It makes perfect sense. You got to be animalistic in a pugilistic sport, according to all the pugilists that I've spoken to. I get it. But if you're going to choose to fight, then fight. And by the way, against people that have a snowball's chance in hell of defending themselves. I'm not attaching guilt, but my God, how many accusations? At some point in time, even if you're completely innocent of the crime that you're being accused of, don't you have an obligation to at least look at yourself and say, I really, really, really got to straighten things out. I can't be putting myself in this position. You got a fiance. You got a fourth child on the way. I'm not talking guilt or innocence. I'm talking about putting yourself in a position. That's like on a far, far, far more innocuous level. You ever, y'all get pulled over for speeding tickets? All right. How many times do you get to sit up there and say, yo, I wasn't speeding, the cop targeted me. Yo, I'm being profiled. Yo, it ain't right. I didn't get this ticket. I wasn't speeding. Well, damn, if you get pulled over 6, 7 different times, maybe you should resemble the Flintstones and pedal with your feet rather than drive. If you're getting accused that damn much, at some point in time, it's you just because it's an accusation. Just because. But that's not even where I'm going. Because I saw Conor McGregor that night. He said, hey, Steven. I said, what's up, Conor? How you doing, man? I'm happy to see him. I was had on this red velvet suit on. I didn't blame him for the mascot. The mascot knew what the skit was. He's supposed to make sure he had on something to protect his nose. You get something like that and people make a big deal, that's their problem. But when you getting accused of stuff like this, that's not good. And we can't make a decision about that one way or another. But what I can speak about is, your ass got 1 win in 7 years. Now you making money. Proper 12 doing good. You fat in your wallet and your bank account. You got a family. I get all that. But you got 1 win in 7 years. 1. Against a dude who was great as far as I'm concerned, except that night, Cowboy Cerrone looked like a deer in headlights. Looked scared to death. Conor McGregor, you got more allegations of sexual assault or misconduct against you than wins. You got a win in 2020. You got accusations here, 2019, 2018, another one. You got accusations from Dublin, Ireland, to the French island of Corsica. Now you got this in Miami. We gonna win. We gonna win.